Disclaimer: this is not real-time gameplay footage. I recorded this using an 8 times slower game speed mode that's only available in the beta branch of the game, and processed it by taking that long video into Final Cut, stacking and moving 8 copies of it, adjusting the opacity of each one, exporting that, and speeding the result back up. For more detailed explanation, I made a video about the game where I explain that in more detail, so check that out if you want. So, without further ado, here we go. So first off, I'm using a timecode generator for this, and what is with this thing? You can't set the time offset to a negative value, and there's no way of having it start from the left end of the thing, so I settled for just offsetting back from 1 hour. Cool. Now it doesn't exactly sound normal, because the game's sound effects play at normal speed even in slow mode. That might also be why there's no sound in the Empire City gameplay I showed in the other video, just the music. As a side note, because the slow motion mode is 8 times slower, the quality of this motion blur that you're seeing is limited to 8 pictures or samples overlaid into each frame. The unfortunate consequence of this is that if there's enough motion per frame of the slow mode, you start to be able to see enough difference between the samples, creating a bit of a ghosting / banding pattern. I fixed that by adding a directional blurring effect to those parts of it, and animated the angle and the amount to match the motion and make it just enough to patch the banding. You can reach pretty high speeds in these parts, and I have to say it's really cool. Tool-assisted speedruns typically finish off on the last game input, so level transition to the first area in Squiggleville Plains starts at 2 minutes, 22 seconds, and 41 frames of 60 per second. So although it does work a bit differently here, this speedrun shaves just about 1 minute off my old basement Spire run from a while ago.